What's going on, YouTube? We are back at it again, yet again, with another video. I am wearing my MJD jersey today in honor of his birthday. Happy birthday, MJD. One of the greatest Jaguar players of all time. One of my personal favorites of all time. So today we are going to get into what the heck are the Jags going to do at tight end? What are we going to do? Because as of right now, we ain't got a whole lot of help. Josh Oliver, sent him packing for basically nothing, which he really was nothing, so that's really not that big a loss or big a deal. That dude, Ertz, whatever that we got from the Panthers, he is basically just a blocking tight end. He's not really that pass-catching safety blanket that a young quarterback like Trevor Lawrence is going to need. The best tight end on this roster is James O'Shaughnessy, which he is kind of just an average dude. He's not really... Defensive coordinators aren't, James O'Shaughnessy. That's not a thing. That doesn't happen. So, I feel like the Jags offense, Kadarius Toney, I'm hoping, in the draft, would be that nice extra little piece for the Jags. But I feel like outside of tight end, and of course quarterback number one in April, I feel like on offense, we're kind of set. Like, I'm not saying that we're this next dynasty dynamic offense, but I feel really good about every piece on this team on offense outside of the tight end position. Tight end is really where we are struggling. So, ow, that kind of hurt. What are we going to do at tight end? What are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what they could do, and then I'll tell you what I think they're going to do. What they could do is, if Kyle Pitts falls, and I'm talking like outside of the top 10 of the draft, because anything inside the top 10, you would have to give up this astronomical thing, which I am not willing to do as a fan. If Kyle Pitts were to fall 11, 12, then maybe you start making some phone calls. Maybe you start making some phone calls. Outside of that, it's just going to take way, way too much. And I feel like this team still has so many needs on defense that we could fill. Fill the depth of this team. I'm not willing to give up 4 or 5 premium picks to move up to get a tight end. I'm just not. However, if he falls outside the top 10, the compensation isn't too crazy, start talking to me. Maybe we can see what'll happen. I just can't see him falling outside the top 10, though. That's just me. So they could do that, or they could way overreach and they could draft Pat Freiermuth at 25, which I do not want. I think that would be way overdrafting him. If he was there at 45, okay. If he's there at 45, I would not hate that pick. Wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. At 25, though, no, I'd riot. Nope, don't want it. Nope, don't want nothing to do with it. I think that something like that is much more likely than the Kyle Pitts move, because we have Penn State's tight ends coach currently on our staff. He is our tight end coach. So I feel like that is the most likely. And if he's not there, then maybe they wait a little bit later. I'm not really sure all the tight ends that are in this draft. I can't think of the dude's name, that one tight end from Miami, but I wouldn't spend premium draft pick, draft slots on that. I just wouldn't do it. Another thing that they could do is we could go out and we could trade for Zach Ertz. I personally would love that. Usually, if I'm not watching the Jags, I'm watching the Eagles because they're on regular TV here where I live. And Zach Ertz is really good. Zach Ertz is better than anything the Jaguars have had ever, really, at tight end, to be honest. He would be huge for Trevor Lawrence. And see, me personally, I would be willing to give up, even if, dare I say, a third. Maybe not a third. 4th round pick for Zach Ertz? Yeah, here you go, Eagles. Take it. Take it. I don't want it. Take it. That I would do. Because a veteran guy like that gets you I don't know if, because the Eagles offense runs through that dude, and he gets 90 to 100 catches every year. I don't know if he would quite get that with the Jaguars, but something kind of close to that. I think he could be a really good safety blanket for Trevor Lawrence. That trade, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Another thing that I would do is David Njoku. He is currently on the trading block. I don't really understand how we haven't done something like this already, considering he's still young, he's productive, and I think the Browns are only asking for a 4th or 5th round pick. I mean, for me, that's a no-brainer. I don't understand why the Jags haven't done that yet. I don't get, maybe they will. That's what this video is about. Maybe they will. I hope that they do, because, see, I would preferably, to trade for Ertz or Njoku before the draft, because I would love for the Jags to enter this draft and just best player available at every position. Every pick is just boom. They don't have to say, well, we need this. Just corner, I feel after free agency, I feel like the Jags, for the most part, outside that second safety spot, have settled their secondary, which is why. You know what? I'm not going to get into that. It's a separate video. We're talking about tight ends here. Let's keep the topic on straightforward. We're talking about tight ends. So trade for Zach Ertz. Trade for Njoku. That's what they could do. They could trade up for Kyle Pitts. They could, hopefully, Freiermuth falls into the 2nd round, not spending the 25th pick on that guy. But I'm going to tell you guys what the Jags probably will do. And that's nothing. Nothing. Call me a pessimist. Call me, I know this franchise just too well. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I don't think the Jags will do any of that stuff. I don't think the Jags are going to trade for Zach Ertz. I don't think they're going to trade for Njoku. I just don't think they will. Because if they were, what's keeping you? Why haven't you yet? And as far as the draft concerns, Freiermuth at 45, to me, is the most realistic thing that they'll do. And if he's gone by then, I think James O'Shaughnessy is your tight end 1, which is kind of, when you look back, and Hunter Henry, John O. Smith, yeah, whatever, but Hunter Henry was right there, and you didn't sign him. The Patriots already had John O. Smith. They already had him. They didn't need Hunter Henry. And you still got outbid for that dude. We're going to look back on that, man. I've come October, mid-October, November. We're going to look back on that. And you know what? At halftime, we're going to see Hunter Henry doing all this stuff for the Patriots. And we're going to look at James O'Shaughnessy, who's going to be on IR by the end of September. And we're going to be like, man, oh man, why didn't we throw the bag at that dude? I don't know. But hey, it's still Urban I trust. Trent Baalke, I don't know so much. That will really be determined next month, what I think of him. But I trust Urban knows what he's doing. But that's my thoughts on it. What could the Jags do at tight end? They could do a lot of things. What will they do? Probably nothing. Because if they were, they would have already done it, in my opinion. So that's just my quick thoughts on it. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like. Subscribe if you love the Jacksonville Jaguars and you want some more fantastic, wonderful content from this diehard here. If you like my videos, hey, I'm going to be putting out a lot of them, especially now because it's draft time. Subscribe to me, man. Like it. Comment down below. Go Jags, Titans suck. I'm going to try to get that trending as much as I can because I hate them with everything that I have. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Go Jags.